Hello ladies and gents, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a new night point of view review. In front of us is the new Renault Twingo E-Tech. This is the fully electric model, second gen, built as a electric car from the ground up. Now it has the new old design of the original Twingo from the 90s in a new modern retro vibe. Now you can see the beautiful headlights. We're going to check the performance outside the city. Now if I unlock the car, you can see how that looks. It's a little wink. Now we have the top Techno trim. This is the front wheel drive. It is a 60 kilowatt power electric motor that is equal to 82 horsepower. 0 to 100 is 12.1 second. I'm not sure if we're going to test that because it's not that fast. We're sitting on 18-inch alloys. The suspension is comfortable, but you can also get 16 steel wheels with the essential trim, which is the entry trim, and this is also powered by a LFP battery. It's 37.5 usable and gives you a decent range for city driving. Now a beautiful little city hatchback. If I show you the lock, so it's same in a reverse order. So if I unlock it, you can see here how that looks. And I can also turn on the headlights. Now let me just show you the cargo. It is not that bad. So that's that. But let's jump into the car and start driving. You get this little Twingo. It's a happy little car. Now, let me just show you the interior. Not sure why the lights didn't come on. So you can see the interior. Okay, power button on. Now, I've added here the original Google Maps. I'm just going to briefly show you here. There is Apple CarPlay. You can use here satellite view. You can use Google Maps, Waze, whatever you want. There's also a dedicated Play Store, so you can download Waze directly. You don't need to use Apple CarPlay because sometimes it uses a lot of battery, although you have here USB-Cs at the bottom, but that's that. Now, let me just play some sound and then we're gonna head out. That was a little demo. It's a pretty good sound system, I would say. It's not amazing, but it's really good, really decent for a budget little EV. Okay, I think we can almost take out. Let me just show you here. If I come closer, you can see I've passed 54 kilometers almost. I did a consumption test. Now it's spiked up because I was doing the night review, but taking some photos as well. I got lowest consumption 9 kilowatts. You can see here it's 9.5 at the moment, but I got 9 kilowatts of driving between 60 and 80 kilometers per hour. So that's like average 70. I did, anticipate when to recuperate for the red lights, and the traffic was flowing mostly. So you can get really good consumption. During the day point of view driving, consumption for a little bit of city and highway, if you watch the day point of view, was 13, I think, kilowatts, so it's pretty good as well. Now, let me show you the reverse camera. So there's a wide view. It's a shame they didn't add a front camera as well, or the 360. Now let me just see if it's gonna, no, oh, there it is. It does switch the angle. Okay, let's head out and drive. So where to start? I didn't test the original Twingo electric. I only saw it at car shows. It was a pretty good car, what I've heard. But this second generation is amazing, honestly. Now, when you start the car, just first things first, the car has 3 levels of recuperation. You can disengage it completely and the car will be coasting a lot. And then you can have a second, which is mild, and third, which is a strong recuperation. But if you fully stop, so you need to fully stop because the car is going forward, then you can crank it to max, and then you can engage one pedal driving. So in that case, you can lift off the foot from the brake on the traffic lights, excuse me. But in one pedal driving, then when you engage it, the car will completely stop and go when you press the accelerator. Now, speed bumps. This is a nice and mild speed bump. Up ahead there will be another one, and then after that one, more of a harsh speed bump. So this one's kind of gentle. Now, 18-inch alloys, it's a pretty decent and comfortable ride. Soaks up the most of the imperfections on the road. So this one is still good. Now, if you go for the Essential, you get 16-inch. You'll definitely get a little bit more comfort and a little bit more range. But these look much better. This is the new ADAS. I always let you hear the sound. It's the warning sound if you're going over the speed limit. You can easily disable that. My personal. Now, 82 horsepower doesn't seem like a lot, and especially when you look at 0 to 100, which is just 12.1 seconds. It's not super fast, but after doing the consumption test and speeding up, I realized, it doesn't really matter 0 to 100. The car is in between when speeding up, just really nicely accelerating. It's snippy, it's fast, but it may be slow from 0 to 100. It's also very efficient, and it's an ideal city hatchback, and you can do occasional road trips. But I think this is mostly focused on city driving. Renault has made sure they add huge plastic bezels around just a single camera and a rain sensor. I really wish they would just reduce these so I can see better around the mirror. We don't have auto dimming, but we have like the manual don't blind me. I really can't see that on the camera. But I think you know how this works. Regarding stability in the bends, in EVs it's usually great because you have a low center of gravity thanks to the battery, but this car is light, it's not super heavy. And if you really go harsh in the bends, there's a lot of leaning. You might hear a little bit back end, tires screaming, and it's not for super aggressive driving, but it could be fun as well. So I'm easily, going just a little bit over the speed limit, which is a tolerance. And again, this is a fast little EV in the city. So really fun to drive. This has the Continental Eco Contact 7 tires. I wish maybe Renault would choose some quieter tires. There's a really noisy asphalt here, but when you're in an EV, that really matters. Regarding soundproofing, this is a budget model, so it really isn't super greatly soundproofed. It's fine, but once you're driving an electric, you might sometimes get sensitive to all the noise. Mostly the noise is now coming from the tires, again depending on the asphalt. Now if you watch my day review, you can see here the energy flow of the recuperation and power, but also I can switch to like a minimal like this. And by the way, this stick tack is lean to the left. On the day driving, it was on the right. I've somehow managed to switch it. I'm not sure how. So, now it's straight. Wait, does this have anything to do with the steering wheel alignment? I'm kind of confused, to be honest. I'm not sure what's happening here, but yeah, it's moving to the right. Wait, what's going on? Oh, it's going straight now. Oh, it's moving to the left. I have no idea what's going on here. I'm really like wondering. Yeah, this is definitely related to the steering column being moved. Okay, anyways, you can also have here a 2-second follow distance or safety distance. Now, recuperation is strong enough, and I also haven't touched the brakes because I keep driving in one pedal, so I will maybe do 0 to 100. Maybe I should do it just to test the brakes. I'm pretty sure they're good, they're fine. I don't think they're super aggressive from the start. Most Renault cars aren't. They're just those standard brakes that, you know, engage, and the deeper you press them, the more they grip. Brakes are late only in like old cars where the brakes are just worn out. Now look at this. I easily catch the speed limit, or maybe even go beyond it. Now, overview in the car is excellent, I would say. Regarding view behind yourself, you can see in the middle, but there's 2 headrests that are not lowerable. You cannot lower them. I think like in the Clio, for example, you know, you can lower them, and in this one you can't. I'm not sure why, but that's just the way it's made. I'm gonna keep the screen on the energy flow. I think that's the best looking. There's Eco. I haven't tested the Eco, so I might just do like a short run here after this traffic light just to see how it feels. But you know, generally I don't think you need to use Eco. Besides, if you are like low in range and you're feeling anxious, so you know you are trying to make it to the charging station. Okay, let's see here. Ooh, I think it's like just oh, I didn't see that police car coming. It's my bad. I heard it late because I was so focused on this screen. But I hope everything's fine. Now, pay attention to, you know, emergency vehicles on the road, of course. I don't feel the difference in the Eco. It might give me more range, but yeah, I honestly don't feel the difference here. I'm just gonna switch it off. Now I'm gonna test the brakes now. Oh, okay, they're grippy, good. Maybe one more time. I'm gonna engage them now. Yeah, definitely grippy. So not super aggressive, but strong. And I'm trying to figure if I've missed anything regarding the car. Now, I did get a lot of you know, head turns. People are noticing the Twingo because of the original design, and you know, they're generally interested in it. But I think some are disappointed once they realize it's only an electric powertrain, which is sad, you know. But I get it. People will love this to be a hybrid, at least, but or pure petrol. But that's not happening because of the, you know, CO2 that Renault has to lower in the entire fleet. Okay, from now on, we're going to be driving a little bit more live. This is the Renault Assistant we don't need. And there's also a Google Voice Assistant that is handy. Okay, definitely going a little bit faster here than I want it. Yeah, it's easy to speed with this little EV because you just forget you have a lot of power. Again, not super fast, 0 to 100, but in between the speeds of speeding up, it's just fast. Okay, we're gonna get to the highway And speed up a little bit here just to show you how it acts in the bends. There's a big turn here. It's leaning. Still good. I'm flooring it now all the way. Decent acceleration. It's taking a while, but it's decent. Getting really loud. And we're just hitting top speed, 135 kilometers per hour. When I say it out loud, it sounds dramatic, but it's actually really nothing special. Okay, this is 100. Now, the asphalt here is rough. It's going to be patches of a smooth one, but mostly tire noise. Still very noisy. This one's the rough one. Smooth, rough, smooth. I'm going to speed up here. So unfortunately at 130 there is a lot of wind noise around the A-pillars, and especially coming from the tires. Now if you watch the day point of view driving review, the asphalt there is much smoother, so it's not that loud, but still it is not well soundproof. Now hear me out, you could potentially buy some sound dampening materials, add it into the doors because they're completely shallow, and maybe you might reduce the noise in the cabin if you're like really into that. Now let me engage the adaptive cruise control. So I'm gonna kick it here at 110, and I'm gonna switch the screen to the follow distance. So you can play with the distance. This is the max. You see the blind spot working, and you can see here we can lower it to minimum. Now pay attention, if I move the steering wheel to the right, it corrects you into the middle, but if you don't take over, it's gonna do the ping pong thing. So it's not going to keep you in the lane, but it's going to prevent you from passing the markings. Now here's the long beam. It's nice and bright, really bright. So you can see far out. So you have the auto long beam, shrinks down not to blind other traffic. But the headlights are really good. Good performance. Now you can have the screen on the standby with the clock. Just tap on the top, you wake it up. Altogether, really nice car. Now the official WVLTP range is 263 kilometers. I believe you can do 200 or close to 250 on a nice summer day such as this one. By the way, when you're recuperating, the rear brake light engages as well. So I did engage the auto long beam. For some reason my long beam has engaged, or I engaged it by accident. So again, between like 80 and 100, you just speed up really nicely. One of the things that Twingo is also good at is parking. It can do a really nice U-turn. Now, it is past midnight, but there's a game tonight. Croatia's playing their second game in the World Cup. Hopefully they win. So there's a lot of traffic still, but I'm gonna do a 0 to 100 if there's no traffic in front or behind me, which is the situation at the moment. Let's hope it stays that way. We're going to fully stop and floor it. Hold the brake, floor the accelerator, release the brake. Brake check. Yeah, brakes are good. There's no emergency hazards engaging, but altogether, you know, not super fast, but it was okay. The seats are, after 1 hour drive, really comfortable, I gotta say. I wasn't expecting that. Now, our consumption is 10.8, so close to 11 kilowatts with a little highway run. It has spiked up a little bit and a 0 to 100, but it's fine. Price, the entry Twingo in the Essential trim starts at just 10 euros, under 20,000 euros. And this trim, the Techno, is 21,590. But it gets around 23 or 24, depending if you want to option the paint option, the connectivity package, and you know, the faster charger, and the parking trim. You can hear the pedestrian warning. You can change those sounds. But altogether, if you are lucky to get or still have incentive in your country, in Croatia, there's going to be this fall for private individuals, you can get up to 9,000 euros incentive for some EVs. I'm not sure for Twingo, but if you can get this under 20,000 euros, that is insane good, because that's huge value for money as a second car. So I'm gonna wrap it here. But anyways, I think you're gonna be happy with this car. I can hear they're venting the garage, so it might be loud when I exit. I want to thank you for watching. If you want to see more content, do subscribe and click the bell to get notified when I upload more videos like this. And I'm gonna see you in the next one. So I'm just gonna do a walk around outside and end the video. So just a little look here at the Twingo, looking great. Again, I'm really happy they brought this new old design. That's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.